Dude, just go. Hi, Mr. Bison.
Bye, Mr. Bison.
M. Bison. M. Bison, Jacob.
It's already taken. It's that guy from Street Fighter.
Yeah, I know, but Mr. Bison, M. Bison.
Oh, look at that. You figuring it out.
All these years.
Wasted.
A Dugan.
I took the Dugan.
Here's curve. Truck turning, what does that mean? Oh, I don't know what that
It means there's a special way for a
Truck to turn here? Mammoth Hot, 239.
Did you go into the hot springs or just like,
I don't know. I'll have to
just
check.
like don't touch it, or is there a like spot?
Or maybe it's like really hot.
Well, it's hot springs. I hope it's hot.
This is where we're gonna do the whitewater rafting thing.
I remember we parked like here somewhere in the entrance.
Okay.
And we went over there because I remember that stupid building.
We're going. Remember me, Drongos?
Turn right onto US 89.
Right. Okay.
Oh, we're exiting the park, that's why. Oh, we're gonna have to come back inside if we can. Anyway, so. We drove to the park, you know?
And that's the end of Yellowstone.
That's our end of the trip. We're going back on by.
Everybody, great to see you. Thanks for the likes. All right.
In a quarter mile.
Oh, this is where the bison burgers are.
US 89
Oh, really?
Yeah, that green building over there.
Oh, okay. Maybe we're going to try that.
That big one. That for the green roof.
Okay, okay.
They got bison over there.
That bison. M. Bison.
Next right onto US 89
Mr. Bison.
North. Then turn right
I
to
brought my
stay on
own
US
bison.
89
Here we go.
North.
I brought my own. Can you please do the thing? We are back. Jafet, if you see this, okay, remember that? Remember that when we were soaking wet and we were dying and freezing and hungry and thirsty? Right? Okay? It's all good. We're back.
Water under the bridge. Even though you keep bringing it up all the time.
Remember that? Okay? That 10 years ago, 2 months and 3 days? Remember that one? I don't even think about it that much. But we're back.
This looks familiar, honestly. I think I've seen this in a show.
I've seen this in a vlog. Okay? Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys, Sammy, Keo, Hafet.
Yeah.
Some of them married, some of them single, but you know what?
Remember, I'm the lone wolf.
Oh no, Hafet's not married.
Hafet's not married.
A quarter mile to your
Yet.
destination.
Da 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 da. There you go, boys. Don't worry, Hafet. I'm with you, brother, all the way. Except if
Single for life, baby. Two
life.
months later.
Later that day, he gets married. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna say nothing because anything can happen. I put my life in the hands of the Lord. Okay. Whatever He decides, I'm willing to accept.
Your
Okay.
destination is
But for now, we're gonna go rafting and we're gonna enjoy our time. Look at the views. So where are we going, Brian?
We're going into the belly of the beast. We're going to be one with nature and we're going to conquer it. We're going to take life by the horns.
By the up a creek with a paddle.
Basically, we're going there.
We're gonna recreate the Roaring Rapids from Disneyland, but in real life. Okay?
IRL?
In real life. Gear up, soldier.
just the sides. Make sure it's kind of even.
Alright. And then everybody else. We also got to carry this one.
Hey, you guys need to split up, get on each side. Seriously, I'm serious, because my sister's not going to be able to help carry the boat down.
Mom! What's all that yelling?
Thank you. I'm not trying to be bossy, but
If anybody feels like they're not doing anything on that boat, come on to this boat.
Yeah. We could use an extra body.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not supposed to lift over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's go. 1,000.
How do you feel, Brandon?
That was the height of the floor.
Again, my leg.
6 hours of January 30,000.
Greatest generation, my ass.
Greatest generation, my ass. Tom Brokaw is a punk.
We'll be talking about the flood a lot today. It's really the whitewater rafting experience. I'm going to go over a lot of stuff real quick, and I'm going to go boat. So, staying in the boat. If you want to stay in the boat, we want you to stay in the boat. So, the easiest way to make a better swimmer and a paddler. If you happen to find yourself on the outside of the boat today, more likely than not, you are going to be right next to the boat. And the first thing we want you to do is grab onto this blue and white perimeter line on this boat, and it's red on the other boat. You want to hold on to this, it'll keep you right next to the boat, and then hopefully somebody likes to pull you back in. When we are pulling people back in, though, we have a very specific set of, way we do it. If you don't do it this way, it'll be very funny. It'll take you forever to get your way back to the boat. Do I have a volunteer? Small people work pretty well. You can imagine she's a full-size human being. She's in the water. I'm going to stand up. Very important. Don't try to do the sitting down. Just throw out your back. Stand up, kind of kneel on the outside tube. You're going to look down at the person in the water. Decide whether or not you're going to pull them in or not. That's a big part of it. Grab them by the lapels of the PFD. We're not doing anything by the head. Maybe this. But we're going to grab them by the lapels of the PFD. Really make sure you're going to pull them back in. You're going to dunk them once, dunk them again, and you're just going to fall backwards, and they'll fall into the boat with you. It will not go that smoothly. But that's alright. We'll all laugh at you. Figure it out. The ones I'm concerned about, foot entrapment, okay? So, easy to avoid, but it's also it's a problem with every river. So you never want to stand up at any point of any part of this river, no matter if it's swim section. It's really shallow, it's really deep. You don't want to put your feet down. If you do, it's a good chance to find a nice little hole in the rocks. You want to deal with that from there. So it's very easily avoidable. Just stay feet up all the time. We have 2 swim positions you want you to be in when you're in the water today. The defensive and the aggressive. The defensive is whenever you're just hanging out in the water. It could be a swim section. You could have fallen out, you could have jumped out, abandoned ship. You're facing downstream, your toes up, nose up. Look where you're going, use your arms to kind of steer, bounce off anything you can see. You look over to one of your guides and they see you, or they're yelling at you, they're pointing somewhere. We're always pointing positive, so we're pointing where we want you to go. We'll never point towards you. But once you see that, or you make a decision, like I'm going to put that roll, or roll over onto your stomach, assume the aggressive swim position, and just do your best to make yourself first to get where you want to go. Yeah, never stand up in the river. We'll never have to worry about that.
Find out.
That's for you to decide. I don't know where your crack is.
Oh,
You're supposed to have your on the edge.
well, you know where the boat crack is.
Well, the boat crack is just the crack between the seat and the boat.
Ready for the vlog, Brandon?
The crack between the seat and the boat. Don't talk about my boat crack.
No, I thought you said it was just for scenic purposes. Like, I don't think so. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Are these guys ready?
First or second?
I think
We're going first.
We
I
want to
can
watch
just go get some
you.
breakfast. You
You
guys
ain't
go.
first or last, right?
All right, you guys ready? Let's do it.
Ready?
You guys want to prove to me how strong of paddlers you are? That sounded very, very confident. So
We can certainly try.
I'm going to call all forward. Which means just keep paddling forward until I tell you to stop.
All forward.
And then we're going to try to get on the right side of the river.
Have you called it yet?
No, now I'm going to go. All forward. Start paddling forward.
Paddle.
Here we go.
Paddle, paddle. Together.
Well, there may or may not be a rock right there. Let's go all forward. Keep going forward.
All forward.
Look at that.
Together.
That was part of my fault. Well, you guys can relax. Alright.
Relax.
Like I said, mostly you're going to just hear forward 2. Let's go forward 2.
Whoa.
Remember, you only got to paddle however many times I tell you. You'll get tired real quick if you try to paddle really fast.
Let's say the command's a little louder.
Yeah. But remember, whenever, if I say forward 2, that only means paddle twice.
Paddle twice.
And then relax.
We're doing it.
Isn't this pretty warm for the water?
Yeah, this is about as warm as it gets. About 60, 65 degrees.
California water. The Pacific Ocean is totally different. I don't think it's going to supposed
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, at this point, this time of the year, it's very pleasant. It's a nice cold storm. It's not that cold, but cold enough to take your breath away.
What part of the trip do you serve coffee and snacks?
That part is barbecue.
There's a lady up front.
Damn about that. When's the beer, wine, and booze?
Oh, now you're dogging. That's coming right up.
I pre-gamed, so.
Let's go forward 2. Let's see if we can get a little wet. Forward 2 more. And 2 again. And 2 more forward. Remember to keep the hands on the T-grips. Gonna take some money out. Forward 2 more. Alright. If you look up on the bridge, you'll see Angela taking our photos. Maybe. Whenever she feels like it. There we go. Now it's our turn.
Hey, cheese.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Angela. Oh,
Tally home.
dive.
And let's go forward 2.
So cold. I think that was fun.
And 2 more forward.
I think I got extra clothes. Thing about not wearing khakis. Right? Khakis was a bad idea.
I'm just glad I got somebody walking.
What a day.
How you like it?
That's what I hate it.
I thought so. I mean,
They're feeling alright with where they're sitting.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All stable and secure. You guys ready for me to try to start trying to show you guys out?
No. It's not a ski boat. It's not a ski boat with a,
Well,
skis on the back.
do we have to really pass that boat in front of us?
We don't have to pass that.
I just wants to.
I thought there was
Can
a
we
prize
get
for coming.
Ram them.
Ram him?
What we can do is
This isn't a submarine.
if we get really close to the back of their boat, close enough that you can reach Sana, you can pull her in.
Okay.
I give you permission.
Yeah. Is that written in our document somewhere?
I said if we get close enough, grab her life jacket and just yank her in.
Okay.
But we're not gonna do it quite yet. We gotta sneak up on it. You gotta make her forget about it. But then we'll get.
So she's trying the same for you out back.
Oh yeah. But we're in the advantageous position here, being in the back.
The flying pig.
I imagine most of your settings and takeouts have changed dramatically.
Yeah. You just wait until you see the takeout. If you saw that was bad.
I thought maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you can see if you look to the left. The water line is usually up to where that staircase ends. That's high water. So it's come down significantly. Not like this is anywhere out of the ordinary, but at this time of year it just gets pretty. You can see how much it's dropped.
So when you start this in the springtime, how much more water is flowing?
The high water mark this year is about a little over 18,000, I think. On average, it's around like 20, you know.
And when can you start to raft?
We start as soon as people are willing to be that cold.
and so, is it a much different trip with high water, right?
Yeah, and it's a different river. The river changes consistently throughout the phases of its water level. At high water, this river runs, it's about like 20,000 CFS. Yeah. Big waves. The water's also 40 degrees, and nobody's in a great mood, except for the guide. The guide's having a great time. Let's go forward too, and then the water stays pretty consistent throughout May and then June, and then it really starts to drop in July. But yeah, this is like the largest free-flowing river in the country, so this is the largest undammed river in the United States. So this is the river where you get to see the most like change. I don't know. I don't think there's a problem with low water or high water. I like the cold water, but I also like the sunny days.
Okay, here we go.
Being able to swim, because you can't really swim at high water. It's so cold. You really just jump in and then they're frozen. Let's go forward two.
Now, does anything we've been through so far signify a number on rapids?
Yeah, there's one in front of us is probably a class 3. Okay. Go forward two.
There we go.
I think my left side needs a little bit of action. Let's go forward two more. And two more. So right up here we'll drop into right next to a pretty sizable class 3 hole. I'll show you where you don't want to swim. We'll try to stay in the boat, you know, if you don't, it's alright. We'll figure it out. Let's go forward two. And two more. Two more. So that right there behind us now is a big old class 3 hole. Not the ideal place to take a dip.
Look how much more pleasant that is at 63 degrees than 40.
Yeah, I think trip is, it's better when you can like jump in and swim and you don't have to wear wetsuits and all that.
Take a picture, man.
Because the early season hypothermia is real real. Yeah. Like, even now it's much colder.
How long do you do this through the year? When do you have to come out?
Well, this is even like this. It's lost a lot of our guys who want to go back to school. Yeah. The tourism really stops around here Labor Day, so that's about it. If you look on the left here, this is where you can really see it. That's the water line from the flood. So there's about 20 of these rivers stacked on top of each other when the flood was going through.
Wow.
The water was up that high.
Up to that crest?
Up. Yeah.
Wow.
And you can see if there's a water line over there, that's from the flood. Like, there's no other reason the water is up right there. And if you look up straight, like a little farther down around the corner up there, that's how high it got up there.
Woo. A yearly flood, or is it like every couple of years?
They call that the 1500-year flood.
Oh, was that bad? It was horrendous.
Nothing like that ever happens around here.
Were people actually swimming in the river when that was happening?
I mean, sure. It took a little while for it to come all the way up. I remember
some adventure.
We were like we were boating on it at 30,000, and then everybody was like, okay. Like, it kept going up, and we were like, all right. And then more and more trees and debris started getting washed down in the wind. So this is a real flood. We should get out.
Was it caused by warm rains melting the snow? Or is that bad?
Yeah. So it was still early June, and we still had a lot of snow in early June around here. And then we got a warm rain, and the weather warmed up, so we melted all of our snow back.
You had a hell of a lot of rain this June too, didn't you?
We did. Yeah. But thankfully it stayed cold enough that we kept our snow back.
And what caused the flood? Is there any evidence what caused the flood?
Well, it was just all of our snow was in the mountains. Like this whole Yellowstone area, to the south of us, all that is the headwaters of this river. So all the little rivers, like the Gardiner River we saw, they dump out into this river. So when all that area flooded, that's all up in the high alpine, and there's a lot of snow up there. When that all flooded, all that runoff came to this river. So it was just kind of the perfect storm. There's nothing anybody can do about it. If you look right ahead right there, you see those pipes sticking out of the riverbank. That's where the house that fell in was.
Oh no.
House fell in?
Oh, that's where that's the plumbing and all that?
That was
Yeah,
on the
so that was a Forest Service cabin. Where some of the rangers stayed when they were in town. And basically, we lost like 60 feet of riverbank on this one turn here.
Oh, dang.
So it just kind of ripped the foundation out from underneath the house and fell in from there.
So that's why you were saying there the riverbacks are a lot steeper now because of that.
Yeah. So back in the day, like last year, there used to be like stairs that came down to the river and all that. So if we had to get out, we could just like pull over at somebody's property and get out. But now there's not much left to do that with.
Yeah, so
Are these homes at risk then if another flood happens?
I mean, as you can see, the current kind of hits the riverbank right here. So this house got just really lucky, pretty much.
Well, like you said, it was a 15-year flood.
15,000 year.
15,000.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think anybody's expecting it to happen again, but if it
You
does,
can't really
I'm
prepare
sure
for that.
they'd be a little nervous. They were probably super nervous. The
Yeah,
first
they don't
time.
have that much more to give.
It almost did as much damage as the fire back in the 90s to the park.
Yeah, I mean, the park,
cost-wise.
this park was in rough shape. I mean, every river in the park flooded, basically. If you guys have anybody here driven through Lamar Valley?
Yes.
Yes.
So when you're going out east, you see all the construction on the road, and you see how low down that river is down there. That river was up on the road. So it was, I don't know, probably like 60, 65 feet. And two more. And forward two again. Two more. If you look at that dead tree right in front of us, there's an osprey hanging out up there.
Oh yeah, see it, honey? The osprey in the tree. Oh wow, right up there. That may have been the eagle you
Get your
saw.
camera on it.
The eagle.
There's one animal we probably will see again this time, right? They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's go forward three here. Let's see what you guys are made of. Let's go two more. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for wildlife as we go down this river. We consistently see osprey, we see a lot of elk, the occasional bison, no promises. If we see a bear, that'll be my first time seeing a bear. But we also see bighorn sheep sometimes, we see pronghorn goats, bald eagles, golden eagles, river otters, Canadian geese. There's tons of stuff. So just keep your eyes out. If you see something moving, it's probably going to be.
Marmots?
I haven't seen any marmots. Not around the river.
Beavers.
We have otters.
Otters.
You have river otters?
Yep. But if you see an otter, do not get close to it.
Ferocious.
Yeah, they've been in the news recently for doing some damage.
Y'all better leave them alone.
Let's go forward two. Let's go forward three. Don't think about the rock. Think about the space in between.
Here we go.
And two more. Forward two again. Two more. And forward two. Forward 2, please.
Forward 2.
I already did. I thought I was about to get soaked there. And 2 more forward. So who have I been neglecting? Who needs a little bit more?
This guy right here.
Yellowstone River in their life. This guy. He just ratted it out.
One of my best right now.
Best
Thank
way to
you.
do it? Push him in.
Are you a good swimmer, Jacob? You're from a coastal town, so.
You're from California.
I am,
From
but
Mexico near
That's
the
all right.
coast.
If I don't get him pretty good on this one, then we'll definitely-
yeah, floating is just not swimming.
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah,
But
Let's go forward 2. And 2 more. There we go. I got everybody else. And forward 2. Alright. So,
Soaked.
have you ever guided on other rivers?
not commercially, but I grew up on the Salmon River in Idaho, so
I did the Middle Fork.
I love the
Oh,
Salmon.
we did it with 23 people.
It's so gorgeous
Oh, it
up
was
there.
wonderful.
Those mountains are like my favorite place in the world. But yeah, this is my first year commercially guiding.
Aha.
So
I'm doing a great job, bro.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So far.
Hey, I mean, you know more than I do, so. Fake it till you make it.
So
Good picture.
normally if I didn't like you guys, this is where I'd throw a lot of people in. I can still do that, or we can just not.
I'm gonna say.
Can you pick, you know, if you can pick one.
I can pick sides.
Oh, you pick side.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
I'll give you a break on this one. But for the future, I can try to get surfed by one of these holes. Okay, roll over that thing sideways. And it does its best to flip the boat. It won't flip the boat, but it's pulling the boat down. It's what people usually call it. So if we want to try that, we can do that. If you guys get on my bad side, we'll definitely do that. So when did you go rafting on the Salmon River?
Well, it's got to be 25 years ago because, yeah, it's got to be 25 years because Rob was married to his first wife and Joyce and Alan.
I love that. I mean, Idaho's great.
Yeah, it was great. I forget which company it was.
Those are fun.
And it was excellent. Well, it was 94, right after COVID. The ravens are bigger than crows.
I call them ravens because I've never seen crows that big, but
Yeah, all right.
You got magpies too, don't you?
you got all magpies, crows, all of them.
Oh,
A lot of
that's
swallows.
what we saw in Bozeman.
back.
Something was trying to steal your lunch. It was probably a magpie.
They look like kind of bluish.
Yeah, they've got a blue color. Magpie. A lot of people call them camp robbers.
Yeah.
They really do just.
They do have a reputation.
They'll take your stuff. I've gotten dive bombed by someone before.
Yeah.
Because we didn't give them chips.
You know, they did a study about crows in Pennsylvania on Highway 80.
They're basically in their own Stone Age.
Yeah, right. And
My dad loves to have videos. These crows are smarter than half of America. Well, you're probably right.
Yeah, but
Hey, he's not wrong.
drinking old crow doesn't help. They did a study, and most of the crows that were hit, they were hit by trucks on I-80, and not by cars. And they discovered that it's because all the crows were by but they never said truck.
They say but they never said
That's actually
That's a good one.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna steal that.
I'm gonna steal that as well. We have to tell a lot of jokes on the bus, and that's probably the best one.
That's an even better joke.
What's the better one?
She said, "Are you sure it wasn't Massachusetts?" Ka.
Pakya ka.
Let's go forward two.
Forward two.
There's a real study about crows, though.
Yeah.
Where they actually know how to use tools. They'll make hooks out of paper clips and use screws out of fescues.
And then they'll remember that.
Yeah, they're really smart.
We
They
were-
remember.
We were building a house and the damn crow flew. We had a big window wasn't up yet. It flew in the side of the floor. I took it to my dad and he tied a string around its leg to a peg. It wasn't 2 hours that crow. He didn't fight for it. He undid it.
I almost wait.
Go forward too. Anybody want to get thrown out of the boat?
Yeah.
Not today.
She might.
No, but it wouldn't be hard. My foot's asleep.
I think so.
That means you're doing it right.
Okay.
Here's another one of those holes that wave to it.
Is this the only stretch that they how far is it
So this first 10 miles, it's like classic. Every company doesn't have day. We do a full day trip, which goes another 10 miles, and end up on the other side of Yellowstone Canyon. We also do just Yankee Canyon trip, really deep high water. But usually this first, so like any higher up than we just put in is illegal. It's all considered national park territory. So you're not allowed to put boats in, you can't commercial raft on it. So these first 20 like legal miles is where all the rafting happens, because that's where all the rapids are.
Okay.
Farther down you get into Paradise Valley, it's all flat water. It's really good fishing, but not any rapids.
Now, how much time have you spent rafting in the park?
In the park?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to raft.
I didn't ask that question.
I have yet to do it.
Okay.
I really want to though.
I mean, I'm sure it happens. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole procedure as how to do it if you're going to do it. Because if they catch you, they take all your gear, they fine you $10,000 and take your car too.
Like, isn't that like a federal thing at that point?
So you can't get caught. And if you do get caught, you want to have the least amount of stuff with you as possible.
About 30 years ago, I canoed on the from Whitewater
That's true.
Horse to Dawson on the Yukon.
Really?
And that's following the old trail of the guys in '98 go over and built, but they built rafts in the
I'm not sure.
in the big lake.
Do you see the one I mean?
And then went down the river. Somebody wrote a book about 40 years ago about how this was really a great thing. Totally illegal. So we went down in our canoes and we'd find rafts on the side.
No, I don't.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police and pick these guys up. The other thing was, we were the only people from the U.S. we saw in 400 miles. There were Canadian, Norwegian, and the rest were Germans and Asians. And there weren't a lot. I mean, we probably saw 50 people in 500 miles.
But you were the only ones that spoke English? Besides me?
No. The others spoke English, but the Germans that we saw were all upset because they didn't get to build the rafts. This was on what they call the Yukon River in Canada, from Whitehorse to Dawson. And somebody had written a book in German about how you can build a raft and go down the river, but it's totally illegal. And this was in '93. To build the raft and raft. You can go down in a canoe, you can go down in one of these, but to build a homemade thing is illegal.
But wood stuff?
They just tied stuff together they found on the side of the river, and we're going to float down like a
fin raft.
It would have been fun, but it's totally illegal.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
You know the name of the book?
I do not know the name of the book. I know the name of the river.
Sure, but that sounds, I'm sure that can be true.
But we have some team activities in Germany. We can build basically a raft out of like logs.
Yes.
And then float down the river or compete with other people.
Exactly, but you can't do it in Canada.
Oh. Canadians are boring.
Yeah. But they're so nice.
They're very nice though.
They're decent.
Hey, don't tell me they're boring. I'm going to be there in 3 weeks.
Let's go forward two.
This river is sort of fun because I noticed you head us into the little rapids rather than trying to avoid them. And on most of the California rivers, you need to avoid as much as you can.
Yep. That's why this river is so much fun.
Oh,
I
it
get
is.
to do it. I get to do as much as I can. But I get to do
And that's what I thought, that of all the places, absolutely safest, because in case you, unless you're a goddamn fool, you're not going to fall out.
Even if you do fall out of the boat, I would feel comfortable swimming every rapid on this river right now. You might bump into a rock, but there's nothing that's gonna like hold you underwater for a while or keep recirculating.
How deep is it here? 4 or 5 feet?
Yeah, I mean there's parts of it that are 7 or 8.
Yeah, but I mean in general.
Yeah, 4 feet, 4 or 5 feet. Yeah, I mean this whole river flooded though. Like everything here is underwater. Yankee Jim Canyon. Did anybody drive in from the north, from like Livingston?
We're headed that way this afternoon.
So when you're driving out through Yankee Jim Canyon, keep an eye out on the right side of the road, like above you.
Yeah.
Because that road was under 10 feet of water during the flood. So that canyon fully flooded. The road was underwater. It created a couple of lakes on this side of the canyon, because the water couldn't get through fast enough. So yeah, there to be an accident.
Somebody's going to lose their brakes.
Somebody's going to lose their brakes. There's going to be a head-on collision because somebody's trying to cut a corner. It's just a bad road. Or somebody's just going to hit an elk and roll off the edge. Like, it's not a well-designed road at all. But they got it.
Got her done pretty quick.
They got it done in less than a month and the park was back open.
Yeah, because there's when you start it, it says like don't stop on the shoulder because it's like soft.
Yeah, you don't stop anywhere on that road. You want to get done with it.
Yeah. I was 10 and 2 the whole time driving that one.
Over to the left here is my favorite little runoff creek.
Nice.
I think it looks pretty cool with that dead tree in the middle of it. And that's all rainfall that we got last night, and a little bit of snow still coming down, so we've got it. Oh, so how long has everybody been in the area for?
We got it yesterday.
A couple days.
Couple days.
We started in Grand Teton.
Oh, okay.
We came from Red Lodge yesterday and went through the park.
And we'd go to this music festival out in Ithaca, and they'd bring in the hoop dancers in, and it would just be like the coolest thing ever. I can't even imagine what the world champion is like.
She was quite a gal. She had her little children, 8, 10 years old, doing stuff. It was amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Where in upstate, anywhere near Cooperstown?
Where that was, yeah, it was pretty close to Cooperstown. Like Ithaca, it's probably like another hour or two from Cooperstown. I'm from like Albany, you know Albany.
My daughter kept saying Albany. Yeah, cool. The capital, good place to get away from is New York politics.
I don't like it. I'm out here for a reason. Let's go forward two.
Did you have any rocky beaches like this before the flood?
I mean, this one's new. Like all that stuff is just like the stuff that gets deposited on the inside of turns.
Yeah.
All these big rocks, the rocks that get deposited on the outside of turns. Watch off guard. So that's a good example of a strainer right in front of us.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's in flat water, so it's not really dangerous. We've got a few black holes of our own right in front of us up there. Those are all volcanic rock. I think it's just salt.
Any active volcano in the park?
The whole park is technically an active volcano. So it's a caldera, it's a super volcano first of all, but it's like the whole park is a caldera, which basically means you can imagine the volcano without a mountain. So it's all this whole area, I mean not Gardiner specifically, but in the park it's just one big crater.
Yeah.
And 750,000 years ago it erupted.
Okay.
So
Is it due to erupt now? Or?
it's actually 150,000 years old.
Oh.
Hey, look, they fell in.
Floaters.
Oh, we got them. We got it. We got floaters.
free to go out. It's
They did it right,
you
you
see
guys.
why.
They saw the camera and they pushed somebody in.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
telling you what to do. That makes a great picture. Look at Angela, at least. Smile for the camera. Hi, Angela. Nobody wants to push anybody in?
It's free to go out. It's $12 to get back in.
Here we go.
I think she's going to.
Let him go.
Do you need the rope?
We'll be all right. Now, who's gonna pull him in is the real question. Because it sure as heck isn't gonna be me.
Does somebody need help?
He can. You're capable of doing it, but you got to use the perimeter line.
I can't lift him.
Try to do a muscle up. Yeah, he's got it. Oh, he's there. He's there.
Good job. Well, watch the rowers. Don't get hurt. Okay.
Where'd she go?
She's
What
over
do you mean
here.
she sank?
Wait.
She threw him in, and now he's
there,
floating
she
around.
did get the defective part.
Hey! I believe this is true love.
She was lighter before.
Push him again.
Back in he goes.
Okay. They came from Germany, but one's staying here. Oh, good.
That's not too cold.
Yeah, once you get it twice, it's probably not too bad.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, you're quite well.
Okay, are you refreshed?
No. I think the water's really great.
Maybe he needs to
I
go
bet
back.
I bet that was brisk.
I hope you're nice enough.
The pictures will be worth it. You'll be dry in no
Look at that
time.
promise, eh?
Well, the temperature's not bad. It's 18, 19 degrees. Doesn't it always sound colder in Celsius?
It really does. 0 degrees, that's freezing. That makes actually more sense.
It makes a heck of a lot more sense.
And then 100 is boiling point.
That's right.
So, you guys visiting from Germany?
I live in Michigan right now.
Oh, okay.
Lives in Munich still.
Oh, what part of Michigan do you live in?
Detroit area.
I got some family out there. I know Michigan pretty well.
What
actually.
area?
Well, in Detroit, yeah.
Detroit.
Oh, you know the
Royal Oak.
Smiths?
Huh?
You know the Smiths in Detroit?
I didn't know. I just-
1650. Maple Road, I think.
Let's go forward to, I don't know, one of the suburbs. What brought you out to Michigan? All right.
No, he's there for work. Oh. And actually, like, we are near me.
So you're going to go back and
Eventually, yes. Exactly.
Have you been around the state of Michigan at all, or have you only been in Detroit?
I visited a couple of places, but not too much because most of my travel time went to Mexico or Germany. And this is our first road trip here, so.
If you ever get a chance to visit across the bridge, the Upper Peninsula is
Mackinac Island,
and beyond.
That's on our list.
Yeah. I have a summer home in the Upper Peninsula. You know where, if you look at the map of Lake Superior, it looks like a wolf. And the mouth of the wolf is called the Keweenaw Peninsula, which was very famous 100 years ago for producing 85% of the copper in the world. But that whole, it's relatively flat, but there's a lot of forested area. In the fall, if you can make it up there, if you're there the last week in September, it's better than upstate New York because it's more red.
Well, in the UP?
In the UP.
They don't have the Adirondacks.
They don't need the Adirondacks. They got so damn many. They're more reds in the color turning than anywhere else in the States.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh, you're talking. I love.
Yeah.
Fall time is my favorite season. But you can't beat up. You can't. Maybe not upstate New York, but Vermont and New Hampshire.
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
Come on.
New Hampshire, Vermont.
Move or die.
I do love the Northeast. I just don't love New York.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's coming back. Everybody told me to not go to Detroit before I left from Germany, but it's not what it was like.
No, Detroit's definitely on the way up. Right?
Yeah.
What's making it?
And it's a great time to move there because everything's
A couple of
pretty cheap.
billionaires, 2 or 3 billionaires, recently bought up all the inner city. They put the Tiger Stadium and the football stadium right in the middle of the city. And with every game, you can just walk there. It's safe. You walk there by night.
Yeah,
Some
really
friends.
super safe.
It's super safe. I mean, there are a couple of areas I wouldn't go in. Somewhere between maybe 4th and 6th, 7 miles. But that's usually where you don't go anyways. I mean, if you see the area, it just forbids itself.
Yeah, it's on its way back.
But everything above 8 miles is like Ferndale.
Yeah.
I live in Royal Oak personally.
I think my cousins might live in Ferndale.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's a great neighborhood there.
Very diverse and a lot of cool bars.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But they're aimed.
I live in Tennessee. I'm used to very good all the
Hunting
time.
season's the week away, so I'm probably getting some practice.
Oh yeah.
In a small farm.
To
area.
Bridgewood.
Yeah, this one, up in here.
Wherever you want to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on a farm, on a farm there.
Ooh, in
Dairy
Michigan?
farm is,
You close to Badass?
What
I
can
mean,
you
Badass?
what can you
yeah,
hunt
he's
here?
from Bad Axe. Well, round Bad. He actually
great
was
elk
born in
hunting,
Harbor
dude.
Beach.
Not
Deer?
the bison though, right?
Smaller than Bad Axe.
Where can we? Is there a
was
gun range
stationed
close by?
At Wordsmith Air
Or-
Force Base
Sure
in
there-
Oscoda
I don't
back in
do a
the
lot of
60s.
shooting personally, but I'm sure
And
you
I'm
can find a gun
driving
range around here.
The first time I'd ever been there, I had
Maybe
a
not in
radio
the town
on
of
there.
Gardiner.
Yeah,
It
Bad
was-
Axe.
it
Oh,
had
look,
to
there's
be
one
a-
over there.
But
No,
I
it's
could have
just-
sworn he said
Speaking
Badass,
of-
Michigan, and I
No, I just
That's kind of sound like gunshots.
They do.
Yeah, he still has brothers
It's also
and
illegal to
sisters
shoot
that live
trespass.
and work in Bad Axe.
So how does it work in here? Is I have a life.
That's a souvenir.
Yeah, exactly.
Better eat it. Yeah, being a guide is quite a great way to spend some time. Yeah, this is all like a new sandbar from the flood. Did not used to look like that.
The water was that high. But what happened to these houses? Were they gone?
Since the current, so the current sits on the outside of turns. So all the water is getting pushed up over here on the right.
All right. Okay.
And then like the rocks and stuff are deposited on the, it's kind of like slow water. It's like slack on the inside of
So
turns.
it wasn't that high over there. So
No,
that's
it gets
why-
much. I'm sure they were very.
further.
I saw that one coming.
Me too. All right, somebody push him in.
I think she did too, probably.
How do you say goodbye in German? Oh,
Just.
Peter's in.
yeah.
Nice knowing you.
What is that?
We got a fish.
Again.
Anybody else care to play?
No, not me.
Okay.
You're doing it again.
She's gonna
She wants to
master it
really
this
try it.
time. She's got it figured out.
Yeah, don't let him get you this time.
Also weit hinten
Get
du kannst.
Oh.
Halt fest.
You guys are like acrobats.
Halt.
Now on one foot.
Oh, there we go. Oh no!
Oh, it's perfecto.
There you go.
Oh, it's a twofer.
We got him.
Actually, heating up too cold over here.
Well, not the third time you go in, or fourth.
He's got to come in so he can pull her in.
That guy's not too heavy.
Kick your feet.
I was doing inflatable kayak on,
Oh, I love it.
and I went over a ripple and I fell in, and so I dragged that to the cable of the boat. My wife.
This probably will be a little bit bumpy. Love it. It'll be all right.
It's all right.
Come on
It's all
there.
right. It's
Grab
all
hold of it.
It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna make
Get
it.
him back.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I'm great.
All right.
All right?
not as great as I used to be. So I can't
I'll
come
pull
up
it back.
very high.
Are you want to pull it back?
I think you should do it.
Help me. Thank you.
All right. That's all right. It's all right, guy. We got you.
Just let me rest.
Now,
a
where's
minute.
Brian?
You're back in the boat
I'm
now.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
I was just checking to see if I had my glasses on.
Here we go.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Come on.
Thanks for the help.
Don't pull. I'm good. Let me just move.
Okay, I'm not
What's
pulling,
that?
but I'm
I need
just
to get this out of the way.
securing you in case you slip again.
It's all right. He got it. He's standing up slowly and surely. There you go. Now, where's Brian?
All aboard.
Now, what did I
Remember
do?
to stand up. If you
lost
grab
your
onto the
paddle.
collar of your PFD,
Do we need to go on this side for the high side
oh, we'll
business?
be all right. I wouldn't worry about it.
Did I knock him over?
No, I think you both went together.
Kick, Brian. Kick.
So remember to stand up.
You can stand up.
Stand up.
There you got it. You got it. You got
It's not that deep.
German man, stand.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I can pull it back. I mean, easily.
There you go.
Hey, we got him. One
You
rescue.
get the picture?
I got the picture.
I got it.
It's a perfect 10.
He's taking my phone.
Now, did you lose your camera or you still got it?
No, my phone.
Your phone.
Is it in the boat?
Down here.
Hate it when that happens.
Just relax. Just relax.
On the plus side, it's more tight. On negative, it's something.
No? Sorry, bro.
I apologize.
Brand new. Now you're...
Yeah, they told
Oh, I
me.
think the only thing I lost was the car keys.
What are the chances
I hope I lost because I didn't put the car keys in here. They're in the...
They're right
the gal
there.
has it in the...
They're right
I
there.
hope you didn't bring it.
I did not. Okay, do we have an extra oar or something? I think this one. Do you have yours?
What are the chances of me finding that thing?
That's his glasses.
If it's in the river?
Yeah.
Somebody's
Oh,
eyeglasses.
not high. It could be in the boat. I wouldn't. We'll look in the boat.
Because it was...
Glasses?
I mean, I didn't see it at any point.
Well, Brian, you survived. That's all that matters.
Did these belong to you?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't worried about anything.
Where were they?
No, it was fine. It's just...
I didn't think we were going to throw anybody out of the boat. But that,
Got-
Fell off when you
I
were
didn't
Got it.
either, but my foot came out when
So we're right there, right?
yeah, right around there. I mean, you can check.
And that's very,
I think I have the GPS was on.
very
Smart switch, 1678.
So what are we doing, Brian? What happened?
Life happened. I lost my phone in the water.
So we're gonna try to look for it. It's either in the boat, that boat somewhere, or it's in the river, and we had to go swim for it. Which I'm down for, by the way.
It's not dying.
Except it's part of the adventure, you know. We should. You're in?
Well, no. I just barely started, bro.
This is like when we're the movie Fast and Furious when they're hacking the submarine. Okay.
It's exactly like
That's
that.
what we're doing now. Oh, the phone.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This is like a good spot.
Hello guys.
Thank
the
you.
bison
Thank you. The bison.
and the elk. Here you go. Anything else, guys?
Do you have hot sauce or
We have hot sauce. Just one?
what is it? Tabasco or
Just a regular hot sauce.
please, just for myself.
Infuser, anything?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much. You gotta do the thing that they do. Like this. Hit it, Brian.
What? Hit what? Hit the gas? Let's go. Boom. I wonder what happened to all these trees. Was it the volcano from the movie?
The white man killed them. It's a white man's fault.
Colonizers. Bunch of damn colonizers.
Build their dam.
I bet you it was Kevin Costner
Yes.
and all those other people from that show.
So we're going. Where are we going, Brian?
We are going to the Roosevelt, as some people say, Corral. I'm assuming it's named after Teddy and not Franklin. Point being that I lost my phone, and that sucks. Actually, I didn't lose it. It's gone. I know exactly where it is.
But we just can't get it.
We just cannot get it.
Because we need a diving suit.
Diving suit.
And we need to be really fit. I think it's
a
a
metal detector.
We made it. Yeah.
We're here.
We're proud.
We're proud.
We're here.
Is this fool gonna back up?
You know we're here because it's a cowboy guy.
Well, yeah.
Crazy, it's way above that canyon.
Yeah, and they sort of had to, because otherwise Cook City would have been starved out.
Yeah, they would have definitely ended up in Red Lodge, also flooded.
Yeah. They've done a nice job of repair up there. I don't know if you've
I was
been
in
up
Red Lodge a couple weeks back, which is great. Red Lodge is a great town, dude.
Here comes the rapid.
Yeah, we spent the night there before coming.
It's pretty